The vagina is a mildly acid environment with a balance of bacteria that produce odor known as lactobacilli. Lactobacilli bacteria keeps the vagina slightly acidic to protect against overgrowth of bad bacteria and releases this tangy odor from the vagina. Because the bacteria lactobacilli dominates the vagina gives a scent like fermented foods such as yogurt, sourdough bread, and even sour beer. During menses, the vagina may have a coppery odor like a penny due to the iron in the blood and a metallic smell. This also can be due to semen coming in contact with the vagina. Vaginas that smell sweet is generally a sign of the naturally occurring bacteria in the vagina. Vaginas that smell like bleach or ammonia or a chemical odor is also normal. It is a byproduct in the urine known as urea that gives this smell. Vaginas that smell like marijuana or a skunk are generally normal as well and due to emotional stress. For example, sweat glands. When we get excited or stressed or just out, we tend to release sweat under our armpits, on our skin, and yes, in our groin. And that gives off a scent. Last but not least, fresh fish odor. This is the most noticeable and most common vaginal odor. The most embarrassing odor as well due to lack of knowledge and or ignorance. It is the most common reason for the billion-dollar vaginal hygiene product sales industry. For those of you that can remember, back in the day, we used to use our nose to determine whether or not a vagina was healthy based on a smell known as the whiff test. And we would smell and see if we could have a fresh fish odor versus a dead or sour fish odor. And this let us know that, hey, this is a healthy vagina because it smells like fresh fish. So this should be a proud smell, not the most embarrassing. It is the most embarrassing because we allow men who don't have a vagina and cannot even control their own penis to tell us that there is something wrong with our vagina from this smell. And then we start using products that mess up the natural balance and odor of our vaginas. And then we start to have all of these types of issues, infections, just irritations and so many things because we've messed up the natural flora. The vagina does so many wonderful things. It's a canal for so many things. Menses, penile intercourse, babies, etc. So we should expect subtle shifts in fragrance odors to be very normal. The smell is not due to the vagina itself, but due to things that upset or change the pH of the vaginal secretions. And there are a lot of things that affect the pH. The most notorious being semen. Now remember, a healthy vagina smells like a lot of things, but flowers and a fresh summer breeze is not one of them. A vagina smell and taste like a vagina. That can be sour, metallic, coppery, bitter, acidic, chemical, ammonia, and yes, the most common fresh fish odor. The biggest effect on the vaginal smell will depend on where you are in your feminine problems of men. Men, children, menses, menopause, mental breakdown, etc. Just remember, it is very normal to have a vaginal odor. Vaginas all have a natural odor or scent. That does not mean it's bad. We all have natural scents or pheromones, right? If someone tells you they do not have a vaginal odor, please tell them to be evaluated by their physician because that is not normal. Please like, follow, comment, or subscribe. And see you next time.